Hi, I'm Alex. I own and operate a wedding setup business in the Florida Keys called Seaside Setups. Now, most people really don't know this type of business exists, and I didn't either originally. Everybody knows about the wedding planners, the coordinators, the photographers, the florists, the DJs. Oh, car. Excuse me, I am walking down a road in Costa Rica right now because I do currently have a job that allows me some of the freedoms and travel I did not realize I would be able to have prior to this. So, yeah, everybody knows about the DJs, the planners, the coordinators, the venue, but very few people realize that there is an entire business built around essentially ensuring that there is a smooth coordination between all of those other vendors, and also ensuring that all of the logistics come together perfectly on the wedding day. There's months of planning that lead to executing that beautiful and perfect event or wedding day. So what is a wedding setup business? Essentially, on one level, a wedding setup business is exactly what it sounds like. We help set up weddings. But it entails a lot more than that. So on the wedding setup part, that can include anything from rentals that the couple had rented that they didn't pay to get set up by the rental company, because a lot of times people don't realize that requires a whole nother fee, right? We're about to find out if you can actually swing from these vines in Costa Rica. I think you can. I might be a little heavy, but we'll see. So, essentially, a wedding setup business is on one level setup. On a much larger level, it's logistics and breakdown and coordination. So logistics. Let's try this. Hold on. Trying this together, by the way. First time. Divine. We're connected. Okay. All right. Well, we'll try that again later. Okay, so on one level, it's logistics, which for me means coordinating with the couple leading up to that date and intaking any decor or rental shipments that they need to send to the location prior to their date. Because I do work in the Florida Keys and live there at the moment. That is a destination wedding venue, and many couples come from farther away and do not want to travel with 30 plus boxes. So that's one thing we do. Help coordinate the logistics of that, intake their decor, and safely transport it to the venue on the wedding day, which is huge, okay? Next, we, of course, ensure that it makes it to us safely and intact, makes it to the venue the same way, and that we safely unbox it and set it up as per the bride and planner's vision that they have worked so hard for on that day. It can be one day or it can be multi-day, because sometimes there's a welcome dinner, the wedding reception day / ceremony, and maybe even a third day brunch. So you can have 1 to 3 days of logistics there. So it is a lot more than just setup. And many of the times, one of the most important parts after the setup is the breakdown, which is breaking down and or repackaging all of that decor that you brought there in the first place, putting it safely in boxes, and leaving it with a family member or in a safe place for them to pick it up after, aka when they're leaving, so they can bring it back with them, sell it, do whatever. Okay, so that's what a wedding setup business is and does. Now, other than all of those things, I also kind of refer to Seaside Setups as the utility player or the Swiss Army knife of the event / wedding industry in the Keys. And by that, I mean, if one of those other vendors that I mentioned, DJ, planner, coordinator, venue, photographer, they need an extra set of hands. And if we have those hands to give, we are so well versed in all of the areas and caveats of the wedding business and industry in that area, that we are able to essentially be that extra set of hands for anybody that needs us to be. Now, I say that because I have worked with and for the planners, the coordinators, the caterers, crossing the stream right now, photographers, and florists. So that does give me a little bit of a leg up because I can throw my hat in with any of those. But throughout the weeks and months, I will teach you to do the same. So that's a little bit about what a wedding setup business is, what we do, and how you could do it too. Because honestly, this business is for any hands-on, creative style person that, you know, maybe you've done hospitality, labor work, or even business work, anything people-facing. Honestly, it could be any role that could transfer into one or many of the skills that would be required to own and operate your own wedding setup business, like Seaside Setups. And you will see that as I post more and as you learn more and listen. Now, one of the best things, especially in this day and age, about this type of business is it is a service-based business with a lot of personal touch that AI cannot replace. Sure, AI can help you with planning, timelines, drafting emails, especially contracts, and we'll touch on all that. But AI is not going to get to the venue at 8 a.m. to ensure the rental company is there, putting things where they need to be. AI is not going to move 150 chairs from ceremony to reception right when everybody gets up. And maybe most of all, AI is not going to console a panicking bride or her family and let them know that, don't worry, everything will be okay. We have this handled. And we all also are here to assist other vendors and ease their worries, concerns, and anything that may come up on that day. We are essentially a safety and insurance for the couples and their families. Many times, couples and families, especially with the DIY weddings, they anticipate a lot of work for their guests. And we are there to make sure that their guests can be fully present on that day, which is what they're there to do. Celebrate the couple, the client, and to just enjoy with them. And we give them the space and the freedom to do that. I started this channel because I realized that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people out there who could benefit greatly from starting this type of business and would thoroughly enjoy it, find meaning, purpose, and joy from it, but they don't know it exists. And if by sharing what I've learned, the right turns, the wrong turns, you know, the ups, the downs, the mistakes, and the things I got right, if by sharing what I've learned I can help some of those people find more joy in their life and career path, start a business that they're proud of, and feel more fulfilled in their life and careers, then it will definitely be worth it. So follow along if this sounds interesting to you, if you're curious, or if it sounds like the type of business that maybe you'd like to get involved with. As the weeks go on, I will be offering some consultant calls, but we can touch on that later. All right, well, I hope you stuck around for the director's cut because I need a redemption with that vine. Well, I'm not holding the phone, so let's see what we can do here.